Where have you been?
Why haven't you been answering our calls?
You left us here to die!
Is photosynthesis an American conspiracy? Keep going.
I need my Cojo Nummies!
That's good.
Why don't you love us?
What did we do to deserve this?
What is up, you guys? Welcome.
How long has it been? 8 months? It's been 8 months. Where have you guys been? We've been here the entire time.
Guys, we've been uploading and uploading. They get no views. Where have you been?
Oh, it's like, oh man, we've been hitting private on every single one of them. Yeah.
Oh, it's so stupid.
They're going up soon, guys. We promise.
I don't even know. I'm not even sorry at this point. This is just how it is. It's heartbreaking, honestly.
Look, we took a break because we wanted to come back better than ever.
That's right. That's what it is.
More consistent than ever.
Don't promise them
We're
that.
gonna put out videos every single Tuesday.
Joseph, they see through our white lies now. They know.
I know.
They
I
know.
understand.
Every time we take a hiatus and we come back, we're like, this is a new chapter.
all of the false promises.
This is different.
Hey, we still love you guys.
We do.
Honestly, I feel like I just did a show or like a run with my dad, and I still have people come up and say that they love the Cojo stuff, which is why I feel like we are making a comeback of some sorts.
Yep, and none of my new videos go viral. It's just you guys commenting, when's the Cojo show coming back? So thank you for that.
Oh gosh,
man.
every Q&A I've ever done on the road is like, when's the new episode coming out?
I don't even do them because of that. Like,
Yeah.
I literally am like, I'm not gonna ask questions because I know exactly what it's gonna be. I mean, the amount of DMs in my inbox are just, where's the Cojo show?
Yeah.
I'm just like, I don't know, guys.
Yeah. No, I feel this feels good though. This feels very
It feels natural.
It feels natural, chillax, like we're not forcing to do this, which we will get into in today's podcast as we answer all the questions you probably had about where have we been and what have we been doing. And so with that, I'm your host, Joseph O'Brien.
And I'm your host, Kobe James. And welcome
to the
Cojo
Cojo Show. Is that
That's
what we did?
Never what we did.
And wait, what did we say? I don't even remember. I'm your more attractive host, Kobe James.
Dude, what?
I'm your more attractive host, Kobe James. Let's talk music.
And let's talk life.
Let's go.
We started a podcast. Yes, we did now. We started a podcast. It's the Cojo Show. Yo, Joseph, did we make a podcast?
I guess we did.
Do you think anybody's gonna listen?
Yeah, absolutely not.
Cojo started a podcast.
Yes, we
Holy
did
crap.
now.
Wow, we really spaced on that one, huh?
Yeah, it's crazy. Also, I do have some tape on my microphone because my back plate was coming off. So just in case you're like, what's going on with the back of his microphone? That is what's happening.
It's just it just needs a little TLC.
He needed some love.
He needed a little love.
He needs some
Well,
encouragement.
Joseph, man, probably April is the last time we talked to you guys. So what have we been doing since April, man? I feel like a ton.
I mean, yeah, a lot of like heart changes too about like what we're doing and like
Maybe we did one in May
we might have.
because it was right before I got engaged. I don't know if we did one after.
I think we film it, but like we didn't release it.
I think we filmed one and we didn't release it after I got engaged.
Yeah, something. I don't remember.
Yeah,
It's been
something
too
like
long.
that.
Yeah.
So what were you saying? Sorry.
I mean, I don't know, man. I feel like, okay, so updates for me, because we are on Updates on Life right now,
Sure.
right?
Updates on life. Probably.
So, I think for me, I say Christmas tour. Oh, I went to Australia.
Oh
I
my
went to
gosh.
Australia with Jeremy Camp.
You did.
That was cool. And then I'm going on Winter Jam next year.
Oh my
That's a
gosh.
pretty big update.
That's crazy.
And that's basically about it. Been making music here and there. We also have an announcement. Stick around because we're gonna be dropping some really crucial information about what we're doing.
Some heat.
That will be probably our deep dives topic.
Yeah.
But really, yeah, it's been kind of the same old, but minus the Cojo stuff.
Yeah,
really.
which has been hard.
Yeah, really has.
And I left Christian music.
This is Kobe's deconstruction episode.
I don't. Yeah, no, I can't even say that. I believe in Jesus still, full-heartedly. If any of you are wondering, I don't know if any of you have noticed. Montana has looked very different. It went from settle up your horses,
sipping
to
wine and making babies.
sipping wine and making babies, which I believe is scripturally okay. But
It is, yes.
but it did. It's changed from saddle up your horses to sipping wine and making babies, and I have lots of reasons for that. a lot's happened since we last talked. I got engaged, so that went well.
Yeah, you did.
She said, "Yeah."
Dude, show him.
I actually
Oh,
thought,
dude, looks beautiful.
I actually thought I had a ring for a second. I was like, and then I was, oh man, no. So she said yes. I wrote her a song. It was really cool. Maybe I'll share that at some point. Y'all can hear it. And then I fell into a deep depression right after the Stephen Curtis Chapman tour. Not Stephen's fault or no one's fault, but just we were not happy with each other. We talked about that a little bit. We were pretty mad at each other.
Yeah.
Just because we were just like, I feel like we were just hitting brick walls. And I was specifically, I've been doing the Christian music thing since I was 17. And I was like, I've been trying so hard for so long to get the radio hit. And it was just hard for me, like, because I felt like I kind of had to go against everything that I was naturally good at. Like, I didn't grow up as much as Joseph listening to Christian radio. Like, I have a love for it for sure because I grew up in the church. But I predominantly listened to pop music. Like, that's what my parents played. John Mayer. And like later in life, Bieber and like stuff like that. When I was in high school, like we listened to that kind of stuff. And so, you know, Hits 1 and Top 40 Radio is kind of what we did. And, you know, obviously there's some trash you got to skip through, but there's a lot of good music out there. And that's what really inspired me to get into music was that kind of stuff. Ed Sheeran, Shawn Mendes, Justin Bieber. And so being in Christian music, you kind of have to kill all those like influences and do what works at Christian radio, which isn't always a bad thing. And some people are really good at that.
Yeah.
I'm not.
As am I at this point in my career as well.
Hell, I don't know, man. You're great at everything you do. But so anyways, I spent 3 years really trying my best to do that and really trying my best to appeal to the Christian radio demographic. And the Christian radio demographic is a lot older. Most of you guys who are under the age of 25, 30 don't listen to Christian radio.
Yeah.
Like you don't. You listen to Spotify, you listen to Apple Music. That's where you get your music. Amazon, that's where you listen. And, you know, that is my demographic isn't necessarily the, you know, 35 plus audience. It's just not. And, you know, you guys know that. And so that was just a big struggle I was facing, like right after getting engaged. I was kind of like a mid-life crisis, but I was 21.
Yeah. And I know the story, but tell them kind of the moment that you had a realization, like I may not be doing the right type of music because I was there when it happened, but I didn't know what was going on in your head. So
which part?
The fire.
Oh my gosh.
Talk about the fire.
There's a lot of pivotal things that I think God kind of like brought into my life to like show me like, hey man, it's okay to switch stuff up. And like there was a conversation I had with Steven that really kind of helped me realize maybe I wasn't at the right label and I wasn't at the right place. And we talked about that and he helped me kind of with some navigating. And then I went on a tour with Colton Dixon and was like, man, this is like the kind of people that are coming to the concerts are they're a lot older than what I'm looking for my core audience and who I think will connect with me. And so that really stuck to me. And then we had a fire at Joseph's house and just kind of started talking about our frustrations and where we were at. And, you know, I kind of didn't know that Joseph was in the same spot that I was, but he was. And our friendship was kind of like in a better place at that point too, which was good. And so I mean, we were just talking with buddies, and one of our buddies who is very like, he's just very, you know, what do you mean? Like he's just very, just owns whatever he's thinking. Yeah. He's just like, what are you guys doing? He's like, you don't like this. Like, why are you doing it? And I was like, because I'm signed to a record label. Like, this is where I feel like I'm supposed to be. And he was like, just like leave. Like, what do you? And I was like, I mean, yeah, you can't just do that. Yeah. But I really started being open and honest about what I wanted to do. And I kind of like the big thing that I came to is like, I'd rather be unsuccessful making music that I love rather than being unsuccessful making music that I don't love. And so I was like, well, maybe I should do that. And so I started talking to my then fiance about it and was like, well, maybe I should leave my record label. And I called my dad. He was like, I expected my dad to push back and be like, no, man, like we got to see this out. Like this is a big opportunity. I called him. I was like, Dad, I think I want to leave. He was like, yeah, man, I'm done with this crap too. It's like, this is terrible.
Dude, I could totally see your dad saying that too.
He's just like, dude, I'm tired of us always being like the underdog and not being the ones that like ever have the breakthrough. He's like, it just feels like we're always stuck. And it just didn't feel right. And so no shade towards my label. They were great and they tried their best with what they had and their perspective on how to make it. And it is what it is. And so then I called my then manager and was like, hey man, I'm kind of ready to dip. And he was like, all right. And so he called my record label and told him I was ready, and they agreed. And so it took a long time, a lot of paperwork, and a lot of like finding, reading through contracts and stuff. But then I finally was out of my deal in November, which is when I released Stay in School Kids. That all happened back in June.
Yeah.
But it took forever, and then finally I got out, and so I released Stay in School Kids, which I had kind of written during that time of just like leaving. And it was kind of a good summary of where I was at, and all my music's not going to sound like that rock thing, but that was just kind of like what I landed on, I guess. But
was that awkward, like leaving the label as far as like personally, because you were probably pretty connected with the people and working with them a lot? Like, was that like if you went into the office, like was it kind of an awkward vibe? Or where were they?
It was really awkward.
Okay.
So it probably shouldn't have been, but there was this radio meeting that like this big radio thing where artists were going to come and sing.
Okay.
Chris Love had invited me months before, who's the radio guy, had invited me months before to come up and sing at the thing. And that was before I had asked to leave. And so then I asked to leave, but I was like, I have this thing, I should go do it. I get there and everybody's like, oh, we didn't know you were coming.
Oh yeah.
And I brought my guitar and everything, and they were like, do you want to play? And I was like, no, not if I don't have to. And they were like, okay. And I
that's crazy.
I talked to the head of the label, and it was weird because everyone had already had the internal conversation. They're like, yeah, Kobe's probably leaving. Like,
okay.
And so I was like seeing everybody, and it was weird. It was weird. But what can you do? It was just a weird situation. We didn't communicate, and that happened. So it was odd. I haven't talked to any of them since. But it is what it is.
And you specified to them also that you're like, hey, I want to do this pop music. Like, are y'all down to do that with me kind of deal, right?
I did. I said, I'm going to do this. I'm done with Christian radio. I said, I'm going to do this thing. If you guys want to do it, that'd be awesome. If not, that's also cool. They didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
They don't really do that. So, I mean,
it's not in their probably avenue.
No.
Or maybe they don't have all the connections to the playlists, like, mainstream playlists.
No, they don't. And it was just like, I think at that point, I had been there for long enough to where they had tried stuff, and they're just like, I think they were just like happier to like just cut their losses, and I was fine with that. I mean, I kind of expected that to happen. I didn't expect them to like hop in and do the pop thing with me. So now I'm releasing pop music. I'm still a Christian.
Yeah.
But I'm doing pop music. I'm doing what I am more naturally good at and like what I can produce. I couldn't produce Christian music. Like I didn't know how to do tracks for Christian music. It just wasn't my thing. But like,
which I would disagree on. But we can get to that
whatever.
later. Yeah.
But like pop music, I have fun doing that. It's my heart and soul. It's where I kind of live. And
yeah, I would say it's your element. Like some of the stuff that I've been hearing from him is just like, I'll just ask him and be like, dude, what are you doing, man?
Whatever.
Give me your sauce.
Give me
dude.
the sauce.
Give me the sauce. I want to learn so I can steal.
We all have different flavors. Like Joe's got a different flavor than me, and like it's so cool. Like
it's a much more basic flavor.
No, it's not. Shut up. He's like vanilla ice cream.
No,
you're mint chocolate chip. I'm vanilla. No, but so anyways, I feel like I'm where God is wanting me at the moment. I don't really know if it's going to be successful. I don't really care at this point. I'm doing other things right now to like try to make money, but like this is, I mean, what I want to do and the kind of music I'm putting out is what I want to put out. And so everything I'm going to put out is still going to be, from a Christian's perspective of a relationship. A lot of it's about getting married. A lot of it's about, being excited about, being in love, because I am. And it's funny, like the biggest Christian songs back in the day, like were sometimes love songs.
Yep.
Like Stephen Curtis Chapman's biggest song is I Will Be Here.
Oh, yeah.
And Cinderella. And both of those are not about
really,
God.
Attached to like Christianity.
They're not about
specifically.
God.
Yeah.
They're not. I mean, Cinderella I don't even think mentions God. Maybe it does once. Like you could do that at one point and now you can't. And so for me, it's like,
at least if you can, it's, I don't know.
I haven't heard it. Maybe somebody could. Maybe.
Steven probably do.
Steven can do it again.
There's the legacy artists have the right to do stuff like that, I think.
They do. And so I'm just like coming from the mindset of like, I'll have a Christian song every now and then and it'll be cool. But yeah.
All right. That's great.
That was my spiel. That was
well, let's talk again. I think this podcast now is not as formatted maybe as our other stuff. We're gonna take little breaks. We're gonna do something fun with Christmas movies here in a little bit.
Yep.
But let's do a little bit of a storyline here about some of the things that happened. We probably talked about it, but let's start in April.
Okay.
We hate each other, right?
I mean, I never hated you, but I couldn't stand you, and I wished death upon you at the time. But I didn't hate you.
So we were traveling a lot together, and we were, just on the road. Again, I think there was always this thing about like, were we all in on the Cojo show or all in on our own artistry. There was maybe just some confusion there. But
was just
also,
hard.
I was acting like a wench at some point too.
So
I
was
mean,
I was poking the bears a little bit. Like, I don't know.
yeah. So we were just both struggling. I think, yeah, we definitely had some hard conversations. And little fun fact, when we were filming the
Late to
Church video was probably one of the most awkward days I feel like we ever had.
Dude, we had like the biggest argument ever, like the night before.
It was the night before.
Was
it
on
the
the
night
phone,
before?
on the phone.
Or was it 2 nights before?
It was the night before.
That's crazy.
On the phone, and it was bad.
It was really bad.
I kind of forgot about the call. I forgot about it.
That call. It was really well because
anxious.
Yeah, I mean, should we get into the details? Do we have to get into the details?
Nah,
I said some crap on the live because I was angry at Kobe because something, and then his sister saw it and reached out to him, and then we called, and again, it was my fault, and I hopefully owned up to that.
But I ticked him off. So hey, I mean, you know, it's that.
But we were like, I don't know if we were yelling, but it was close. We were like.
I've never fought with a friend like that before. That was wild.
That was pretty bad.
That was wild. So then the next day, Joseph comes over, and I'm like, "Hey man," he's like, "Hey man," and we're both like, "Oh, like whatever." And we had to film this video.
It was palpable,
the video
man.
did go viral. So. But dude, I mean, we were so awkward. It was bad.
Tough because I think we knew we had to like push forward. Like I wasn't gonna just like leave the friendship. I knew like I was trying to. Like, yeah, I don't know. Both of us, I think we were just a little lost as far as what was going to happen. Yeah. I mean, there was a second where I was like, are we going to still hang out?
Yeah, I know. Me too.
You know?
I was like, man, I don't know.
I was like, this feels weird, like a breakup, man.
It kind of,
was like, what?
It honestly felt like
two dudes.
Felt like a breakup.
It feels like some kind of like romantic relationship gone wrong.
It really did.
But I think ultimately, like, things got more even keeled. I mean, I think because we took a little bit of a break from the Cojo thing, it helped. Like, we got back to our roots.
To our roots of our friendship. Fortnite, we got back to our roots.
Yeah, honestly, video games really helped. I feel like
it was great for us.
We started playing games, doing dude stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay, we still got
good.
it. We still hang out, man.
Yeah.
And dude, I feel like I'm in the honeymoon phase with you again. It was so stupid. I was like, dude, it's just so fun hanging out with you, man. It's so good.
It's just like butterflies. And just like, it's so good. No, but so we kind of, after April, we were good. And then January, February, March, April, May got engaged. And then we were chilling. We were busy. Like, I feel like the summer.
Yeah.
What was happening? We were just, our schedules were like gone. We were gone all the time.
Yeah.
But different times.
I mean, we'd hang out probably once a week. We would just like chill.
Did I play a lot of shows this year? I can't remember.
I think you did. Probably a lot of shows.
I can't
remember.
Then,
I think at some point we knew that like we loved making music together. I mean, that's like nice. And I think we tend to like, what's the word? We mesh well. Mesh well when it comes to writing.
We gel.
And he was kind of doing his thing of pursuing his new direction. I actually had a little bit of a season where I thought I was going to be leaving Christian music too. And a little bit and different ending for my story. I'm still kind of in it.
Well, you're doing what you did before you went for the radio thing.
Yeah, which is I'm just gonna make music, especially, and I still want to make Christian music, but I'm not gonna focus on radio. It's just a little demoralizing as an artist. You're like always trying to fit this box.
It's terrible.
Honestly, you feel like you can never break into, even if you write something. I mean, both of our singles botched really hard. Mine probably even, I don't even know.
Mine was really bad.
It was pretty bad. Both of ours were pretty bad. He went with Good News, which I thought was gonna be a smash, and I went with Down in My Heart, which I was assured by my label it wasn't going to be a smash, but they were all confident that it was going to do something. And
they did not.
They did not do squat. And the radio stations were just not in on it. You know,
was my worst. It was my worst performing single period that I've ever released.
It's so crazy. I loved that song too.
I'm pretty sure Stay in School Kids already has passed it in streams.
That's crazy.
It's pretty nuts,
dude. That's nuts.
That's pretty wild.
I actually listened to Good News the other day. It like came on when I was in the shower, and I was like, I love this song.
I wish I could burn it, but it's all right.
But all that to say is, again, I had a moment where I was just like, I can't believe I'm doing this Christian music thing. Again, the audience that I was building or like thinking about building was like that radio audience, which is much older, not as like some people who would show up to my concerts were younger, and that always was really encouraging.
It's not even your audience that listens to your stuff. I mean, the people who listen to your stuff and follow you are younger.
Yeah. So it was just really, I was just really struggling with my identity as an artist. I wasn't writing like for myself. I was more writing with like either Kobe for something else or like it just, I was like, I'm done. Like sometimes I was like, why do I even do music?
Same.
And then I had a heart to heart with my label like head, Joey. And I basically told him like, I'm out, I'm leaving. And then Toby was like, I would love to have a conversation with you. And so I had a quick talk with Toby. Toby kind of like maybe think about stuff a little bit different. And then this is where I'm getting to probably our biggest news. How do we want to set this up?
I don't know.
I don't know. This feels weird. Big. This is pretty big. So the problem is I love writing pop music. Kobe likes writing pop music.
We do.
And we also love writing Christian music, but it feels like almost disingenuous to like do everything. Like, especially under Cojo, we didn't want to like release pop music
under Cojo. It'd be confusing to anybody who like saw the brand and they're like, wait a minute, you did these funny Christian songs and now you're doing pop music. It's just like, it'd be a weird brand shift.
Literally, we're a parody account. That's like what we're known for.
That's our thing.
And so I think for the second, we were like, well, what if we just like completely rebrand, make dope pop music and people will love it. I was like, at some point, I was like, I don't know. That feels like it's going to be weird.
Yep.
And then I think I called Kobe and I was like, what if we...
So we decided.
We have decided collectively.
What
are we going to do, Kobe, about that problem?
We're going to start a band.
We're starting a band.
So the band name is going to be called The Rerun.
That's great. It's very subtle.
I like that.
Put that right there.
The Rerun. It's all uppercase. The Rerun, and it is just because we're wanting to kind of run it back. We're restarting. We're doing this new thing, and we're excited about it. And it's gonna be pop rock.
Band Camino vibes. If you know that, Nightly. Maybe a little. Nah, Laney's a little too clean.
Colony House,
kind of, but more pop.
But more pop.
But more pop.
Yeah.
But more pop.
But like, it's going to be great. It's going to be meshing kind of our two loves of like different kinds of genres of music and doing it together. And we're pumped. They will be pop songs and some will be breakup songs. And we promise to always be clean.
Yes.
We're always going to be clean music. We're not going to go over any lines because we have those boundaries, just as our personal, it's who we are, we got those personal things, but like they're going to be pop music. And so if you love it, we thank you. If you don't, I'm sorry, but we're doing it anyways.
Yeah, we think that, again, we're trying to, for any of you who love it, we love to keep you, but we're trying to build a little bit of a different audience as far as that music is concerned, because it's just like scratching an itch that both of us have had. And so we hope that you continue to follow Cojo. I think Cojo is going to become more of a podcasting, like strictly podcast stuff, where we just talk about life and
probably the funny parody songs will come to an end slowly. We don't really have.
Actually, I think they're already done.
I just wanted to maybe not rip the Band-Aid too hard, but like, we don't have time. We
don't have time, man.
We don't.
No.
We were doing like one a week, and we were like fully producing and writing like a song a week, and filming a video and editing it and doing the lyrics before CapCut was a thing, and like it was really hard. So at this point, that's probably coming to an end. It doesn't really fit any of our brands at this point. Like doing cheesy Christian songs about, like parody stuff doesn't really fit pop when I'm doing kind of pop, whatever. And then Joseph's like pretty pop, but like sometimes Christian.
Mom, I want to be taken seriously.
And then like our band thing, it just is, it's very different. And so we want to have this be a space to where we can just like talk, we can hang out, we can communicate with you guys. It's for the people who care about us more than anybody.
Yeah.
That's what this is platform's for. And it'll adjust more to that at this point.
And we'll probably talk about like current events, like stuff in the world that like from almost a Christian perspective, like,
How
stuff
about
like
Hamas, right?
or like, or
Gaza.
maybe more serious stuff like Rachel Zegler making a fool of herself on TV.
Way more serious.
And so, I think it's just going to turn into more of like, hey, two Christian dudes doing a podcast, and let's talk about life and maybe a little bit of music here and there.
Yeah,
too.
absolutely. So. And it'll definitely we're definitely moving away from just talking about Christian music at this point.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing happening in the industry for us to talk about. We realized that very quickly. We were like, man, there's like not a lot.
We tried to find those like Christian news outlets, where it's like, oh yeah, like this happened, like this person got pregnant. Oh my word, wow.
There's nothing going on, guys.
There's really not a lot of like drama going on. So just that's what probably is going to be us moving forward. But I don't really feel like there's many other things in the timeline. Again, we've been playing a lot of Fortnite. I think we're going to start a Twitch thing.
Dude, I actually really want to.
Well, we'll get to that a little later because this is a Christmas episode. So I did get a gift for you.
What?
Yeah.
I thought we said we weren't
I
doing
don't
that.
have it physically with me.
Oh, okay.
So
I thought we said we weren't doing that.
Huh?
I thought we said we weren't doing that.
I know, but like it's a gift because I was like, oh well, if I'm getting one, I might as well get you one.
But you can't.
It's a capture card.
Really?
I got you a capture
No
card.
way.
Yeah. So you hook it up to your console, and then you hook it up to your camera or like whatever computer setup it is. And
What?
Yeah. That's
That's
it.
so sick. Thanks, man.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Thanks, brother. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
That's really kind of you.
All right, what am I getting?
Oh, just love.
Your love and affection.
Yeah.
I love it.
No, I'll get you something.
Yeah. No, you good.
That's so
Don't do
cool.
it.
Well, yeah, I don't know if any of you play games. We really like video games.
I just thought, I was like, well, if we're going to play,
Might as
honestly,
well.
might as well make it lucrative.
Yeah, make some money off this thing. I mean, we're also like we have a good time, so I mean,
Yeah, it's really fun.
it'd be really fun to hop on our Twitch streaming us Fortnite.
Fortnite.
Please do.
Maybe some COD. I don't know.
Yeah, if y'all are into it, just hop on. It'll be fun. We're not gonna do the elevation gaming where we try to make it religious. it's just killing people in Fortnite.
Baptizing people?
Yeah, it's just Call of Duty. I'm just quick scoping, your tail. Like that's what I'm doing.
Oh gosh,
So
that'd be good.
That'd be a lot of fun, actually.
Yeah, that would. Yeah, it's exciting.
I think we could have
Cool.
fun doing that.
All right, well, let's hop out of just like this for a second. We'll kind of revisit some things. But we would love, since it's a Christmas episode, let's do something Christmas themed. So
Love it.
we love movies, we love entertainment. I thought it'd be fun to get some classic Christmas movies, some OG, really creative stuff. Pit them against each other, put them against each other, and some friendly debates might strike out. We don't know. We don't know what the future holds. Only God knows, because we're all predestined to do whatever the frick we're gonna do.
I honestly believe that. Isn't that crazy?
Oh gosh,
I came around to it. I'm half in on predestination, half in on free will. I seriously am. I'm like, I believe both are happening.
I'm there.
I think we have free will. We think we have free will. But at the end of the day, it's probably all predestined. Isn't that crazy? I think it's true.
It's a balance.
There's too much scripture on
Only
it.
a Sith deals in absolutes.
That's facts. That's facts.
Someone was like, why would he say that? That's an absolute statement.
You Sith biscuit.
All right. So I've got a list again of movies. I try to put them like kind of in like similar genres, like they're kind of the same movie, but you'll see what I did.
Okay.
And then we're just gonna vote on which one we think is better. Debate a little bit. Let us know what you think in the comments
Down below.
Down below. Subscribe, like, share it to your mom. All right, we're gonna go with two classics right here. We got Elf, and then we got The Grinch with Jim Carrey.
Oh my gosh.
Which one are you gonna go? Which one?
That's an easy one for me.
I don't know the format of this.
That's
I'm just like, which one is better?
That's easy for me. It's
All
The
right.
Grinch 100%. 100%. I think The Elf is
Dude, I
not
don't know,
funny,
man.
and I think it's for people
Not
who,
funny?
I think it's for people that don't have good sense of humor.
Oh my gosh.
That's my hot take.
Dude, that's crazy.
I don't like Elf.
Oh, but dude, the I don't know, Elf, like he's not annoying, he's endearing, man.
He's cheesy.
He's cute.
He's cheesy.
He's like an adult baby, bro.
I hate it. The Grinch is so
Dude,
good.
bye, buddy. Hope you find your dad.
Bye, buddy. Hope you find your dad. Thanks, Mr. Narwhal. Shut up. Shut up, buddy. No, I think The Grinch is so fun. Jim Carrey puts on an insane performance. It's classic. It's an amazing world. Elf's just in New York.
Dude, I quote Elf more than probably most movies. Like, it is one of the most quotable
so
movies.
quotable.
Dude, like, we're vibing right now. I'd be like, yeah, no, I understand. But like, when they're on the coffee table and they're like, kind of out because like they drank too much. That, dude, that scene's crazy.
I hate it. I hate Elf.
The best way to spread Christmas cheer is singing loud for all to hear.
I hate it. It's such a dumb movie.
I don't know what I'm going to go with here. I think I got to go with Elf.
That's
based on
crazy.
how much I've seen it and how much I laughed. I do like The Grinch, though.
Elf is as good as Blue Beetle to me. It's a 45 out of 100 in my head.
Okay. All right.
Grinch is a solid 85, 90.
A Jim Carrey's performance is what carries that movie,
And
for sure.
just the movie's so good. Like it's like a weird acid trip. Like you're on
Yeah,
drugs
it is.
the whole time, and it's really cool. Like the set design.
Yeah,
like,
no, that's cool.
it's so good.
Yeah, no, for sure, man. Yeah, I get it.
I'm right.
Yeah.
Okay, what else you got?
All right, next up. Okay, next up we have Home Alone versus Home Alone 2. Which one's better?
That's so tough.
It's classic, man.
That is so tough.
I'm just gonna speak up first here. I'm a sucker for Home Alone 2.
It's a great movie.
I'm a sucker for Home
you
Alone
filthy
2.
animal.
Dude,
like
and
with the hotel.
Donald
Trump's in it.
Donald Trump was in Home Alone 2. Crazy, right? But also the brick scene where like the guy, like he should have been dead, but like the way Kevin throws the brick and then he like, oh, dude.
Yeah, it's full murder.
They go way more psycho with the pranks on that one.
It's just like fun, but the heart of the first one, with the old man
Yeah,
and
I'm
the
all about
church.
bigger. Give me bigger and
Give me
better.
bigger, give me better. No, but like with just like the old man and like the church and like isn't the weird lady in the second one? Like the bird lady?
Bird lady.
Okay, they
Yeah.
kind of do the same thing then with both of them being scary but then being nice.
Yeah,
I love both of them equally, honestly.
equally. Okay.
When do you ever see that? A sequel that's like almost as good as the original?
Maybe Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Probably.
know.
Actually, Two Towers is better than Fellowship.
I wouldn't know. But I think that
Catching Fire.
Catching Fire is great.
Empire Strikes Back.
It's great. It doesn't happen often though.
Yeah, it's pretty rare.
All right. I'm gonna have to go Home Alone 1 because I've seen it more.
Wow.
Just because I've seen
Okay.
it more. Strictly off that.
I mean, both are excellent movies. It's a Wonderful Life
Oh wow,
and Die Hard.
dude! I never thought I'd see those two
Dude,
movies together.
So on a list that I found, It's a Wonderful Life is number 1, Die
Uh-huh.
Hard's number 2. So we're looking at the two best apparently Christmas movies of all
That's
time.
crazy because Die Hard is just an action movie set in Christmas. Let's be honest.
Yes.
And It's a Wonderful Life is a beautiful,
It's a masterpiece.
iconic masterpiece.
Yes, that makes me cry
that
like
makes
3
me
times.
cry too.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to go with
I'm gonna have to go with Die Hard.
You're crazy. No.
No, It's a Wonderful Life
Yeah,
is better.
100%.
No, Die Hard's good.
It's
but
a Wonderful Life is maybe a 95. It is.
It's really good.
It's beautiful.
And crazy that, I mean, everyone knows this, but it was like a box office bomb when it first came
Which
out.
is nuts.
Super weird.
It's so beautiful. The story, it's kind of just like, it feels like so many Christmas movies. It kind of gives me Christmas Carol vibes. It gives me
Yeah.
so many other movie vibes that like, it's so old, but it holds your attention like a modern day movie. It's almost made like a modern day movie.
Oh, sure.
Ah.
Do you know how to do a Jimmy Stewart impression?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay.
I should though. I should try to
I
work
feel
on
like
it.
can I do it? Let me hold up.
I don't know. I don't know what he sounds like well enough.
Let me sit up. Mary, did you see the moon up there?
That's pretty good.
I'll take a lasso and I'll swing it around for you.
That's pretty good.
That's not terrible.
That's pretty good actually. That was kind of dead nuts for not
I
ever.
want to get out of this town.
for never whipping that out. It's pretty good. That's crazy.
Oh man, impressions with Joseph.
You totally
coming up next.
You totally practice that in the bathroom all morning. Let me just see if I can do it. I don't even know.
I don't even know. I think I tried it like
Mary.
Oh man! All right, give me the Charlie Brown Christmas or the Muppets. The Muppets Christmas.
I'm gonna go Weird Take Muppets.
Oh my gosh!
I love the Muppets,
dude. Charlie Brown puts me in the Christmas spirit every single year.
I also love Charlie Brown.
Yeah.
It's so iconic.
And the piano and
With
like
the
the when they're
little
putting on the
tree.
paint or we used the iconic like line like
We did.
Charlie,
Isn't
you
there
know what
anyone
Christmas
who
is all
Christmas
about.
Yeah, it's pretty iconic. I love that one. That's a good but that's not a good watch. It's a good throw it on and do Christmassy things. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Like I'm not gonna sit there and be like, we're watching.
You
Charlie
want to
Brown.
just like sit down and Muppets Christmas.
It's so fun. What do you mean? The Muppets is so fun.
I was never a Muppets guy.
I love the Muppets.
Kermit-
Hey, hold on. Like, it's so good. It's so fun, dude. Miss Piggy, like it's awesome.
Yeah, because the Muppets, if I'm remembering correctly,
Yeah.
is Scrooge, but told from like
Yeah.
the Muppets perspective.
It's so fun.
Yeah,
love
no, I
it.
gotta go Charlie Brown. It puts me in my feels.
It's
and-
better. It's objectively better, but
Okay, so you're going with probably nostalgia there or
yeah,
something. I don't know.
I am. It's vibes.
Okay. All right. Let me do The Holiday versus. Have you ever seen the movie Jack Frost with Michael Keaton?
Michael
He
Keaton.
turns into a snowman.
What?
No, Jack Frost is like Michael
I've
Keaton.
seen Santa Claus 3.
He dies in a car crash.
No, I've never seen
And then
this.
he gets transported his spirit into a snowman.
never seen
And his
this.
son like takes him around everywhere.
I've never seen that.
It's a good movie. If you
Wow.
guys know what that is,
Okay, that's
You know?
is Santa Claus 3 on there?
Huh?
Is Santa Claus 3 on there?
Santa Claus 3 is not on there.
Okay,
but Santa
That's
Claus.
my favorite Jack Frost.
Oh, okay.
Santa Claus 3 is so much fun, even though it's an absolutely just abysmal movie compared to the 1st one.
I've never seen Santa Claus.
It's way worse than the first one.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, dude, you haven't seen any of the Santa
I haven't
Clauses?
seen any of them, man.
Dude, they're so good.
Right, really?
What?
Yeah, no.
That's crazy.
No.
Yeah, no, he's it's great. But yeah, no, I haven't seen it. The Holiday is one that I've probably watched like every year.
Yeah,
For the
I
last
think
3 years.
Probably more people would comment The Holiday.
Me and Ashlyn started watching it 3 years ago, and we've just watched it every year since.
How, on a scale of 1 to 10, how attractive is Jude Law in that movie?
I would leave Ashlyn for him. He's so attractive in that movie. It's
I saw like a
crazy.
TikTok clip of someone, they were like swooning over
He's
Jude
out of
Law.
what's her face's league. The girl from Titanic. What's her name?
Oh, Kate Winslet?
Yeah, he's
No
out of
way.
he's out of Kate Winslet's league.
Oh, is she British in that movie?
She is.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's from England.
and
then-
Jack Black Cameron Diaz, right?
You know what? Jack Black's like, oh, sorry. Cameron Diaz is the one that is with Jude Law.
Oh, no.
Also
Cameron
still-
Diaz is, she's a,
Jude Law is also way out of her league.
I don't know, man. Cameron Diaz is pretty attractive.
Nah.
Like, relatively.
Nah.
She
Jack
does
Black,
it for me. I don't know.
Jack Black is hardly in that movie.
Really?
Like, you would be surprised. Like,
He's like the main love interest for the other girl.
yeah, he's like not in it.
That's crazy.
People are like, oh, movie with Jack Black. He's in like 5 scenes.
That's nuts.
It's weird. It's all Jude Law and Cameron Diaz.
I've heard he's pretty charming in it, though.
He is. He's great.
Yeah.
He's great. Everybody's great. The whole movie's great. It's one of my favorite movies.
Dang. I've never seen it.
That's crazy. You need to watch it this Christmas.
All right.
It's
Hey,
really good.
You Jack Frost, me the holiday.
I'm not
Okay.
watching that. All right.
Don't want to hear about a spirit taking over a snowman's body.
No, it's sacrilegious.
All right, give me let's see here. Frosty the Snowman. Like classic animated Frosty the Snowman versus classic claymation Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Don't do this to me.
Dude,
Don't
I know
do
that
this to
it has to be done. It has to be done.
Okay.
Wait, lock in your answer and we'll say it on a countdown of 3, okay?
all right.
Hold up, I need to think here.
I have to go with what I see myself watching more, even though I think both of them are so good.
yeah.
And honestly, they're pretty tied.
All right, ready? 3, 2, 1. Rudolph. Let's
Yeah.
go, baby.
It's so good.
It makes me feel
the
like
Island of
things,
Misfit
man.
Toys, like all
Oh,
the
yeah.
songs.
Dude, I cried. The last time I watched it, I cried whenever the Misfit Toys don't believe that Santa's coming for them. And then they hear the like sleigh bells. And it's the little girl doll. Do you remember? She's like,
I got chills, dude. Look
I
at,
do.
wait, look. I got chills.
Zoom in.
I got chills.
Bro, it's a good movie.
so good. And what's the little elf's name? Hermie?
Yeah, I think so.
He's so good at it. And like, it's just so good.
It's really
It's
nice.
just such a good. It's,
Even the monster's redeemed by the end of the movie, man. I feel like Frosty's like a good whimsical story, but it
It's
doesn't
fun.
carry like the emotional like depth that Rudolph
is
does.
So good.
Rudolph's like a spiritual experience, man.
His little nose, the sound effects, the audio work is just
Yeah.
so good in it. The visuals are so magical. It's so good.
It's incredible.
I'm getting sad. I haven't watched one Christmas movie this year.
I saw Rudolph. That's the only one
I'm
I've seen.
super sad now. I'm like, man, I missed out on all these Christmas movies.
Dude, yeah. So you probably have not seen one of these.
'Kay.
But I'm about to recommend the heck out of this movie.
Okay.
Polar Express
Classic.
versus Klaus.
I haven't seen Klaus. I've heard of it.
Pay attention to me here. Klaus may be my favorite animated Christmas movie of all time.
Whoa.
It is that good.
Whoa.
It's like Into the Spider-Verse. It's like a unique animation style.
Whoa.
Bro, it's freaking like it is goated.
Whoa.
It is so good. It's so good. Actually, I can't believe you haven't seen it
I've never
because like
seen
it was such a my older brother like recommended it for years. He's like, you gotta see Klaus. It's like my favorite ever. And I'm like, okay, Mike, you say that about everything. But like Klaus, if you've seen it, you know.
I gotta watch it.
You
That
know
sounds
how
really
good it is.
interesting. I mean, I love Polar Express. It is freaky.
I don't think it's freaky. I have way too much nostalgia with that
No,
movie.
I love the movie, but it is a little nightmare fuely.
I mean, like a little. It's
like
a
the
little
dude under the train, and like that's always scared me as a kid. Like that was pretty horrifying.
Yeah, it's true.
But it's great. Like
It is a creepy movie.
I will say I loved creepy movies as a kid.
Okay.
Like anything that like there's like those movies that are like kind of borderline scary, but
Yeah.
like they're not supposed to be, but they're
Coraline.
Coraline. I never watched that one.
I've never seen it either, but
I'm
I've heard about
thinking
it.
more of like it's more movies that aren't supposed to be scary, but like have creepy elements in it.
Grinch did that to me.
Yeah,
with
Or
Jim
like the Cat in the
Carrey.
Hat, the live action Cat in the Hat.
Oh, that one's weird,
I
dude.
love that movie.
Oh, I haven't
But it's
seen
freaky,
it in years.
and like I love stuff that kind of scares you. Like that's why I love horror movies, probably because I loved.
What?
I've
Never seen it. I've never seen a horror movie in my entire life.
movies, but like that's probably why I started liking scary movies was because of that. But yeah, no,
Scary
that's coming out in October.
movie.
Um,
October?
yeah, I'm gonna just wait till next
Oh
Halloween.
my gosh, dude. That's so long.
I know. I'm gonna just wait.
That's crazy, bro.
but yeah.
Earliest teaser ever.
Right?
Okay, so I guess you have to go Polar Express because you've never seen Klaus.
Yeah, I'll go Polar Express.
I was thinking it was gonna be this big controversial thing because like Polar Express is so iconic.
It is.
But
That's pretty
Klaus,
controversial.
I would recommend seeing Klaus.
To not do Polar Express would be wild.
Yeah, I'd say Klaus. All right, well, if you were to pick your favorite Christmas movie of all time, just right here, right now, figure it out, lock it in. I'm gonna give you like a couple seconds,
I'm
and
ready.
then we're gonna say it on the countdown,
I'm ready.
and we'll see if they
Okay.
magically they're not gonna line
They're not
up.
gonna line up. All right.
But all right, ready? 3, 2, 1.
The
Holiday
Holiday.
Inn. That's
What?
so weird. So I didn't bring up Holiday Inn because I assumed you hadn't seen it. Do you know what Holiday
I
Inn
said
is?
The Holiday, so
I
it
know,
really confused
that was really
me.
weird. Yeah. Have you ever seen Holiday Inn?
No.
Dude, it's pretty.
Really?
It's pretty awesome. It's a
Okay,
story.
also-
It's Bing Crosby and Fred Astaire
Yeah.
in the 40s or something
Yeah.
like that. and it's my go-to.
I need to watch it.
Oh, it's so good.
Well, one of my favorite, I would say probably A Christmas Story is actually my favorite.
Christmas Story? Oh, really?
With You Shoot Your Eye Out
I've never
Kid.
seen it.
Yeah, we used to watch it every single Christmas.
Didn't they make like a remake of that movie?
No, I don't think so.
I think they did. They
Well,
just
we
recently.
don't talk about
yeah,
it.
we probably don't talk about it.
But it was, we watched that every Christmas Eve, and my family would come over, we'd watch that, we'd throw it on.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's kind of like an iconic one for us.
Oh wow.
But
Can I say something off mic here?
Sure.
Am I gonna get canceled for saying this?
I think it's fine.
Okay. All right. Let me tell you a story. So I have a story on Holiday Inn because it probably is my favorite, but I don't think it's technically allowed to be my favorite. So I'll say Klaus. But I was with my ex-girlfriend at the time.
okay.
So, or she was my girlfriend, right? And we were sitting in her theater. It was me, her, and her parents.
Okay.
And I am hyping this movie up to them. I am just like going to town. I'm like, guys, this is the best Christmas movie you're ever going to see. Holiday Inn, right? And we are sitting in her theater, and we're getting about halfway through the movie. And I have this like memory because I didn't know. Again, I hope I don't get canceled for saying this out loud.
You're not going to get canceled.
Okay, I'm just saying. If y'all know what blackface is, it's an incredibly
They know what blackface
is. Incredibly inappropriate, very like not good thing, right?
We all know it's bad.
I know it's a bad thing, but we didn't know that growing up. That was not explained to us,
Really?
and there was no cultural like significance. We had
wow.
no clue, so we just thought it was a funny segment.
That's crazy.
So my parents never said anything about it until my sister one day was like, "You guys know this is like really messed up, right?" And we're like, "What?" And so then we were informed, right? So I totally forgot about that. So we're sitting, and this is again with the girl that I'm dating. I'm trying to make a good impression on her parents. And then this segment on Abe Lincoln, and everyone's in blackface. Like, the whole cast is in blackface.
Is it played out? Is it supposed to be a joke? Or is it like, are they seriously in blackface?
I mean, it would be like what normal, like a movie would have done back then. Like, where...
Oh, so they were playing black people.
Yes, sort of. It was just a segment. Like, it's like a show.
But was it a take on blackface? Like, as it's a joke?
I don't know. I don't know what it's supposed to be. All I know is that like I totally forgot, and so there was a moment where I paused the movie right before it happens. I'm like, "Hey, I just want to let you know there's a scene coming up. I swear we're not racist, like a family." And I had to like, it was just so embarrassing.
So funny.
I felt so embarrassed. They loved the movie though.
That's great.
But yeah, they were like, we'll never see that again.
Speaking of blackface, I I watched this movie once called Soul Man. If you've never heard of it,
No.
It's actually a really good movie. It's about blackface. It's about this guy who is going into college, and he's gonna have to take on student loans. Like, he's gonna have to pay crazy money for school. And he goes to apply for like any kind of grant to like just like have some of his school paid for.
Yeah.
And they say there's none unless you're, unless you can be African, unless you can be black by tomorrow, you're not going to be able to get any kind of grants.
Oh my gosh.
The craziest part is they completely write off how he becomes black by one line. They say, "Hey, yeah, my buddy's dad's developing tanning pills." That's all they say. He takes these pills, he becomes black.
Oh my gosh.
And he gets the grant to go to college. But the movie's actually, it's not really blackface because he's just tan. That's kind of the point. That's how they get around it. But it's got like a bunch of renowned black actors in it. Like James Earl Jones is in it.
Wow.
And he's a school teacher. It's actually really good because he experiences racism. And so it's actually like kind of inspiring, but it sounds so bad.
Yeah, it sounds terrible.
But James Earl Jones is in it, so I mean, hey, it's got to be all right. I trust his judgment. There's no way James Earl Jones is signing on to a movie that's bad.
He's dead, right?
No, he's still alive.
Oh, I thought he died.
He's like 98.
Oh, okay.
He signed off the rights to be Darth Vader, so now other actors can play it, and also they can use his AI voice for it.
Okay. Well, there you go.
Because he I think the last lines he recorded was Kenobi show, and actually it wasn't. It was show before that. I can't remember what it was.
Okay.
But you could kind of tell his voice was a little different. So.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
Anyway, Soul Man, check it out.
That's all we have to do on Christmas movies. Yeah, Soul Man and Holiday Inn.
This is a sponsor.
With the sponsor. Is there anything else that we need to cover,
No,
or like?
so, man.
I mean, we could wrap it up with a little bow, a little wrapping paper and bow.
Let's do it.
We could say we're excited about Rerun.
We're very excited about Rerun.
Yeah.
The band's gonna be fire. The new song we've got's really fun. I'm really, really excited about it. It's pop. Don't hate us.
Yeah. It's just, but we
love Jesus. Hey,
we do. The world needs good, clean pop. So
they do.
Yeah, thanks for watching this episode.
Appreciate it, guys. Sorry for the delay. It's only been 8 months. Sorry about that. You know?
Again, we're going to be doing this weekly, so
We're not doing this weekly. We'll probably do it once a month.
Once a month,
Who
yeah.
knows? Who knows? We
I
got
don't
really chill at the end of this.
Yeah, I'm kind of tired. I got tired.
Too. I got a little sleepy.
A
as
little
well.
worked up, you know.
I
It's
know.
Christmas stuff gets me hype.
I know. The crash.
Yeah. Let us know in the comments if there's anything you want us to do.
Yeah.
Or bring back. I don't know if there's a segment you're like, oh, this really connected with me. Because again, we're kind of like switching formats.
Yeah, we're switching formats. We're trying to make it more chill because honestly, why we stopped doing it was because the workload was still a lot on us. Like getting it edited, getting all the little slides. Anytime we would show anything, like do like crazy segments with like all these, like it takes a lot of editing, and we also are doing content for ourselves and hopefully for our band. It's just we just can't keep up with it. So you know, I hope you guys enjoy the longer format, kind of like this, and just the straight talking. Like, hope you guys enjoy that.
And this is a comeback episode, so obviously it's gonna be a little more boring, probably.
It will be. We're gonna get used to it. We're a little. I don't even think we feel rusty, but dare I say rusty?
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
We're just getting
I want to just cover stuff that's going on in the world, like stuff that's like super weird, you know, like the Rachel Zegler thing, or like things where we can just like rant for a second.
What do you think about Ukraine? Like we're sending them a lot of money. Just kidding.
I was about to try to come up with a quippy outro. Find out next time.
Yeah.
What we think about foreign policy.
We'll tell you our opinion on sending $150 billion to Ukraine.
Oh, dude. I don't even know. I'm so
Who are you voting for?
Huh?